running into people that I've already met. Now, I saw this amazing Mazda at the East Tennessee Showdown.
Yep.
Eddie, how's it going?
It's doing good. Going real good.
Now, that was a long time ago.
It was.
And there's been a lot that's happened since then.
It has.
Before we get into the awards, because I know there's a fair few, let's talk about the car.
Okay.
What have you got here?
So we got a 1991 Mazda B2200, and I've had this thing about 7 years now. We bought it as a daily driver per se, and so we've been working on it about 6 years now. So me and my 13-year-old daughter decided we're going to do the ISCA International Showcar circuit with it, and along with all of our other shows that we're doing, and so it's just kind of progressed from there. And we've got a lot of ventures from here. The next couple of months, we're going to start tearing the truck down to get it ready, because
You're going to tear it down?
Yeah, we're going to tear it down and redo a lot of things.
Okay, well, stop. Before you even talk about that, we need to find out what's happened here as well. So you've had it for 7 years. And when was the major transformation?
So we transformed it in 21, and we tore it apart, got everything repainted, done a lot of the undercarriage, done it all in probably about 3 months to get it ready to go to Lone Star Throwdown in 21, February 21. So we got all of it finished, and so
all right, well, let's have a look at under the hood first.
Okay.
Tell us what's happening here, and then we'll move on to the undercarriage.
So this is the stock 4-cylinder motor, but we've got everything wired delete, ECU delete, like the intake, everything's been smoothed, all the casting marks. It's got mini tubs. All the chrome has been done by Speed Sport Chrome in Houston, Texas. They do everything on the truck.
Been laid out so
it has,
nicely.
yes.
You know, you've got almost like a maze in the back there. Everything is very neat. With a stock motor, it's looking very flashy.
Yes.
And that was the aim of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Noble Speed Equipment, he just made the cool clear spark plug wires there for me a couple weeks ago, so hats off to him. And all the underneath the hood and everything's bead rolled. I do a lot of bead roll sheet metal panels and stuff like that.
Now it's a Mazda, and we don't see Japanese cars often.
No.
Okay, now tell me about what people have been saying with the Mazda and getting over to those top awards.
So in the ISCA, we've been doing a journey to try to get enough points to get into the finals, which is held in Cincinnati. And we've been trying for 2 years now. So this year we actually was able to get our 4th point at the Piston Power Tour Autorama in Cleveland this year, which was just about a month ago.
And what was the 4th point that got
so being when you get a 4th point, you're actually able to be qualified for the finals, the ISCA finals. So we will be at the Cincinnati finals in January under the truck category.
Okay, wow, well, congratulations on that. What's happening here at the undercarriage?
So we have all the chrome under the bottom of the motor. We have all the belly pans, bead roll belly pans, all the candy violet powder coat done by Exotics Powder Coating out of North Carolina. Everything has to be touched, pretty much.
It looks amazing.
Attention to detail.
The purple, the chrome, everything is so neat.
Try to get a lot of contrast as far as, kind of popping off each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you've definitely accomplished that. Cookies and Cream, tell us about the name, because I've seen it so much on social media, as I'm sure some of you have as well. Where does the name come from?
So we kind of went back and forth with the names when we started doing different, transpiring different looks of the truck. So the truck originally came with black trim around the windows and everything like that. So we actually, with the black and white theme, we just went, Cookies and Cream kind of just popped up in our head there. So, but we went back with new old stock OEM moldings and everything, which is hard to find for Mazda these days. Being, 33-year-old truck, it's hard to find things like that. And all the interior was hand stitched by 2 guys and their wife, Dallas Custom Auto Interiors out of Concord, North Carolina.
what's happening in the back? You've got a seat that's folded.
So those are jumper seats. It comes factory like that for the Cab Plus trucks, and the jack box, which houses the factory jack, tire tools, whatnot. There's a false door that lays down in the floor, so I wanted to have a subwoofer enclosure for your stereo, so I ended up finding a very shallow mount sub with the amplifier, so I went ahead and flushed all of it into the floor. So just leave that one jumper seat up, so that way you can at least see what's under it. Yeah.
But can somebody sit in there?
Yeah.
They can
You can actually sit in there. Yeah, they have to be a very small person, but yeah.
And love your wheels now. Tell me about the wheels, because you did do these recently.
I did. So we were in collaboration with True Forge, and they're a new wheel company based out of St. Louis, Missouri. And John Huey is the guy that heads up the wheel company. So me and him kind of collaborated, both of us together. I kind of told him the style I wanted to go with, and he kind of put his flair on it also. And so we come up on that, and it's a 3-piece wheel. It's a gloss black on the outside with a satin black face and candy violet inner barrels. And then he put the cookies and cream logo in the center, just to be, something that wowed me when I picked them up from him, because I didn't know he was doing them.
Is that a floating cart?
No, it's not. I have been trying.
Awesome.
It was. We have to clock them, but I have been trying to find somebody that can do a small one. Reached out to 4G Auto, hadn't heard back from them about doing some, but yes, that is on the radar.
You can actually read it.
It would be awesome.
Love the pinstriping here on the tank. Look at this.
So this is the air tank for the air ride, which makes the truck go up and down. And my buddy Chad from Copperhead Graphics in Cana, Virginia, he done all the hand striping on the tank for me before we went to the Houston Autorama this past year.
I remember this. There are so many colors that you could have chosen to complement the nice white finish on the outside, but you've done it well. It looks very classy, and it goes.
Yes. Well, I had another truck years and years ago that I run the Lowrider Magazine tour with back from 98 to 03, and the actual outside of it was candy violet over bronze. This actual candy violet powder coat, I actually used it on that truck years and years ago. So I was like, that color looks perfect. It pops off of that white, and they really go great together.
They really do. Mazda, you don't think of Mazda as a show car, but what you've done here, it's really nice.
Yes.
It's really nice. It makes you have a double take every time you look at it.
Yeah, I've had several people, they'll keep coming, especially in Cleveland. I had this one individual that kept coming back over and over and over. He said, every time I come back, I see something new. I said, I want stuff to keep grabbing your attention, and not just a wow factor at first. You have to keep coming back, and it just keeps drawing you in. So, and like we were talking earlier, the ISCA and being a Japanese truck, from looking back in history, I've had a few friends that say that as far as they know, there's not been a Japanese truck in the ISCA finals either. So we're hoping to make history, and that we're going to make history with that.
Wow.
So.
Well, you need to put that little nudge into the judges.
Right.
And let them know.
Isn't that right? Yeah, That's exactly right.
They know a lot of things, but they don't know everything.
That's exactly right. Yep.
This is awesome, Eddie, and I love the fact that you travel around with your daughter.
I do.
So that is awesome. Just the two of you traveling around the States and showing the car.
Yeah, she's homeschooled, and she's 13 years old, and she's been around this since she's been born, and it's just kind of like with us traveling and doing all this now. I mean, we've put in this year so far, we've put in 15,000 miles, and it's only April. So she enjoys it. Like I say, she's homeschooled, and I couldn't do it without her. I'm very blessed to have her in my life, and it's...
Absolutely love it. Cookies and cream is not going anywhere, and one day, hopefully, it'll be Gracie.
It's very possible. That's right.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.